Head coach Kai Edwards back for week 10 of the season. You believe it's gone by so fast?
Yeah. Well, it's a lot easier this year as a second year coach when your head's up the whole time, where last year our head was down and had no idea what was going on. So it's a lot easier to see the road.
Positive result last week. Open conference play with a 1-0 win over USF. Chance to digest it a little bit. Thoughts now?
Yeah. I mean, USF's a solid team, and I think the key was we got the shutout and the win. I think we played okay. I think we played to win the game more than our style of play. I think we went a little more long ball than usual, but I think that's what the game called for. And we had our chances to win 2-3-0, and we didn't. But the key in conference is win and move on.
Big change that kind of the last couple of games is moving Carolyn Shevlin from the midfield back to center back.
Yep.
Thoughts on Carolyn's performance the last couple of games moving back there, and just kind of how that move has been good for the team?
I mean, Shevlin's a very soccer smart person. Has been around college soccer a lot. Has played in the NCAA tournament at Long Beach State. Played with the Peru national team. So she has a lot of experience. And she right now has given herself up for the team and just wants to win games. So back there, she's very heady, understands the game. She's technically very good. So allows us to do a couple extra things. And then Melinda Madden, who played in Shevlin's spot in Arkansas and Texas, who played 220 minutes over 2 games, is now starting, and I think just played 90 minutes. So everyone's been prepared, and I think we've done a good job of peaking at conference play.
You talk about conference play. A very challenging week ahead of you guys. Two teams: Santa Clara, top 15 in the country; San Diego, who's been ranked in the top 25 numerous times throughout the year. Just overall, just kind of the week leading up to a weekend like this.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the biggest weekend. It's the pretender-contender weekend. We lose two, and the record really doesn't mean much. We win two, and now we're in a lot bigger conversations. But the first game versus Santa Clara, I mean, Jerry Smith's been coaching since I was in diapers. So, I mean, and they're a very experienced, high-level group. And but last year, the same weekend, we won and lost and led for, probably 90% of the weekend. So I think we're prepared for the game, but anything can happen.
Santa Clara this year 8-3-2 overall. You talked about last year. It was a very competitive game between you guys a year ago. Playing a national opponent like that, the rivalry of St. Mary's and Santa Clara. How important is this game?
Yeah, it's huge. I think it goes back to even more than them being nationally ranked and top 10 or 20, wherever they are. I think it goes back to the three things you're supposed to do at St. Mary's, which is beat Cal, beat San Francisco, and beat Santa Clara. And right now we're 1-0-1 in those 3 games. So I think capping it off at 2-0-1 would be great. I think the biggest thing is playing Santa Clara, not the national ranking, not even the conference part. I think it's another rivalry game. I think we'll play better soccer this game because we'll have to try to play with them. Athletically, they're better than us, but I think tactically we can play soccer with them.
San Diego, you guys beat here a year ago. They were nationally ranked when you beat them last year. Most of our team from a year ago isn't here anymore.
Nope.
You're mostly freshmen now. So they, for the majority of your group this year, but San Diego coming in here, there's some players held over from last year's
Yep.
team. You put yourself on that side of the coin for a minute. What do you tell your team on both sides? Now you got them coming here, and if you were on that side, what would you say in that sense?
I expect it to be a war. Our girls, I think our freshmen and the transfers have done a very good job of understanding the past. I think Bree kind of said it in her post-game interview about USF. She wasn't here last year, but she understands and knew what was going to happen. So San Diego, I mean, Ada's fiery. I mean, we played a heck of a match last year, both teams. We have a bunch of SoCal kids, and so do they, so we're very familiar with each other's rosters. I think our girls have to be ready for an absolute war. I mean, I think we've won now 3 games on a Sunday, which is promising because I think we only had 1 win last year on a Sunday. So I think that's going to be important is we're going to give everything on Friday, and then we're going to have to wake up and do it again on Sunday because if not, they're going to slap us in the mouth. So I'm expecting an absolute 90 to 110 minute dogfight.
With 2 games being played so close to each other against 2 quality teams like this, how impactful is that on the players on your team?
I mean, it's exhausting. I mean, they're going to wake up Sunday morning dead tired. I think one of the keys is going to be when do we go to the bench? How does the bench do? maybe someone who didn't start on Friday starts on Sunday, and everyone being prepared to play because it's a long weekend. I think going to Arkansas and SMU and playing 220 minutes in 100-degree weather and 90% humidity and traveling over 15 hours, I think prepares you to play two big-time teams at home because it's not going to be near as bad. And we had a lot of kids play in that weekend, so I think we're ready for it from our preseason schedule.
All right, Kai, big weekend coming up. Good luck to you this weekend against Santa Clara and San Diego, and good luck.
Thanks, and go Ashley Need.